Did you hear that Google destroyed Figma?
Okay, so I heard this headline, but I haven't clicked on it yet, so I don't know how they destroyed it.
Okay, sweet. Well, it's a really well done video. I'll have it playing kind of in the background here while we're talking without audio, of course. But essentially, Google created a UX tool. Let me get through this idea here. But it's by Fireship, which I think we're both really big fans of. But they released a product that lets you vibe design. So let me go through some screenshots he has here. If you aren't following Fireship and you're in development, you should, by the way. But I'm trying to get some good screenshots here. He went through building like a Tinder for horses, essentially. But it was really good. But you can see,
Find your stallion.
yeah, you can see he's got, he's referencing Grinder in here, but you can see he's like chatting over here on the left, and it's gonna update the design here and give him new designs. So it's really nice. So I actually went ahead and played around with it just before this. But yeah, Google's releasing a product that is supposedly gonna replace Figma.
So it's like a design software where you can prompt it and it'll create those designs. Does it then give you the code for that if you just want to go and run with it?
So it gives you a design markdown file. So it gives you all the colors and everything you need, and then you can export an image from it, which Cursor and Claude are actually pretty decent at turning images into code.
Yeah.
So let me open up what I was working on here. We can kind of talk about it. But essentially, I just gave it a prompt. It doesn't have my original prompt, which kind of sucks. Oh yeah, it does down here. Build a funnel for my Google Ads campaign tailored to small businesses trying to implement AI. So let me go here. So it looks like Figma. I can go in here and change things, preparing. So you can give it a prompt and it'll go in here and design it. And then you can go in here and change things. So change my main color to bright red, like the hot dog theme. Do you remember that? The hot dog
Hot
theme?
dog thing? No.
Where was that from? Anyways, tangent. But yeah, it's getting in here and it's building it out. It's pretty nice, and it's, from what I understand, free. But I am excited to see what this ends up doing for people trying to build experiences or trying to build mock-ups. I'm sure Figma's gonna build in a vibe design type of situation too. But
Yeah, but do you need Figmas at this point? If Google already has one and it's free, then
they're probably
it's
gonna
like, how does
charge for it.
Google?
Yeah, they're probably going to charge for it. This is in beta right now. You can access this, by the way, guys, at stitch.withgoogle.com. And ironically enough, whenever I summarized the Fireship video, Gemini said it was a fictional feature, or a fictional,
That's funny.
a fictional product, but it is very obviously real because I'm using it right now. But I'm excited about this. I think it's going to open up the possibilities for more developers to get more work done.
Yeah, it's cool too because you can spend time here and get a design you actually want before you start prompting the more expensive coding models.
Yeah.
So you're not like, hoping that they get the design right every time. You can have that ready ahead of time.
Yeah. I think, of course, I'm not like a UX designer. I don't use Figma. And so that's some context here. But it feels like the end user or like a stakeholder or a business analyst can get in here and understand the problem they want to solve and chat with Gemini, kind of like if they were screen sharing with the designer, and get what they want done. And so I think the design portion's a little more two-dimensional, and so it's a little easier to get a bot in there. Of course, that's coming from ignorance, I admit, to not being in the design world as much, but it seems that way, that a user can get in here and vibe with Stitch and deliver a design to a developer to go implement or try to vibe code it themselves. I'm anxious to see what this does.
Yeah, this is cool. I like it. I'm going to play around with it. I had to build a pizza ordering app.
Sweet. Cool.
is giving me ideas because I'm building a site for my family right now to manage
Uh-huh.
like our events and stuff. So I'm gonna definitely throw that into here and tweak the designs.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. I'll have to ask one of my designer friends what they think of it. They'll probably hate it, just like kind of like I hate normal people using Claude Code, but
Yeah, exactly.
that's totally
That's
fine.
so there's a big narrative in say the stock market right now that
Yeah.
all of the software as a service companies are going to zero because you can essentially vibe code your own, or these companies are vibe coding their own and making them free. I don't think Google charges for this. I think they keep it free as a funnel into Gemini and like their whole
Okay. Yeah.
ecosystem. So my prediction is they would keep it free.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
that's interesting to see another SaaS company kind of get targeted by it.
Yeah. I think yeah, it's quicker and easier for com- companies with existing infrastructure to pivot and move quickly because yeah, there are AI coding tools and you put those in the hands of the right person, they're going to build things quick. So they were able to build this quickly, obviously. And yeah, I don't believe in the death of the SaaS so much as people are saying because again, like my thing when it comes to just buying software, hiring people is delegate the worry.
Hmm.
If you are if you're a company that does manufacturing, do you really want a whole software wing? Like, do you want a whole? You could have an IT department that's like internal managing things, but do you really want software people building stuff? And you have to have roll out a whole department versus you could keep that payroll and office space dedicated to people who are generating revenue, like your engineers or your manufacturing individuals. Like you got to focus on what you are good at. And I think at a certain scale, hiring an IT department and building your own stuff makes sense. But yeah, most of the time you're going to delegate the worry of all this stuff to somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it'll come down to the price point of if I hire two developers to use these AI tools, how much does that cost compared to just licensing
Yeah.
and knowing that it'll work all the time?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not going to want to go if you're a sales organization or you have a high lead flow, you don't want to go rebuild HubSpot and all that stuff. Or if you do, like you're going to hire maybe it'd be the death of a SaaS and maybe like even more consultancies. Like the big boom in maybe the economy are more small boutique tech departments or tech businesses instead of huge SaaS like you got the data dogs of the world, you've got Workday, all the big players. There may be some smaller businesses that kind of take some of the market share back, which I think is great for the economy. For like one business goes down and it kind of messes up the market, but if you're more diversified, it's a little better. So I'm hoping that it shines the light on smaller businesses instead of putting gasoline on the fire that is Google and they just own everything now.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of where I've been trying to, when I think of the future, like, what does it look like? I feel like it's going to be a lot of like small SaaS products that charge very little. Because if you
Yeah.
charge so low that it's not worth it to rebuild it, but you're still able to make some revenue off that,
Yeah.
then people would pay for it. And then, you build 20 of those, then you're making a living. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you've got I hear Ollie is up now, so you've got to go do dad stuff and I think Krista just finished making lunch. So, well, we're going to get off of here and we do these episodes daily. If you like it, share it with an enemy, share it with a colleague and tune in tomorrow for more tech talk and news. See you, Jackson.
Yep. See ya. Have a good one. I love you.